Go ahead, Bobby. Can you explain what you're seeing right there?
Yeah, Jeff. Again, this is the to the south just a little bit. Well, it's really pushing off. It seems to be becoming a right mover. Like this storm may be trying to split. It's taking off in a hurry. It actually tries to put down a finger every once in a while. I'm going to just try to shoot your camera toward it there and watch that for a few minutes as it goes. It's moving away to the southeast at a high rate of speed, Jeff.
Thanks, Bobby. Yeah, and that's not a good sign because we don't want to see something like that happen because these right movers are trying to suck in all the moisture and the energy that's south of the storm, actually. And when it does that, it's trying to stay alive, it's trying to stay intact. And when you see something like that happen, that's really concerning as far as tornado activity or tornadic circulation. So again, Bobby's on top of this right now. We are seeing low-hanging clouds. We have a lowering. We have now. Bobby wasn't reporting any kind of rotation right now, but the radar is reporting low-level and mid-level rotation
Jeff,
with the
storm.
storm.
Going down. We definitely have rotation now, Jeff, and we have a funnel trying to go to the ground.
Okay, Bobby, what part of the storm are you looking at right there?
We are looking at the southern edge of that storm that's at Elmore City, looking toward the southern tip.
Okay. Elmore City right now, please take cover. Head inside, head to your seat.
It's going to be south of Elmore City.
Okay.
Jeff, that thing's wrapping up in a hurry.
It sure is, Bobby. Yeah, we can't see rotating right now. You got the funnel for sure. And please let us know if you see anything kicking up, any debris, if you think that's touching down. This storm and the circulation, that tornado right now is coming right down or just south of Old State Highway 29 and Katy Road. That looks like that's exactly where that tornado is at or close to it. It would be near Old State Highway 29 and Katy Road. That's on the south and east sides of Elmore City. And if you live in Wynnewood and Joy, please take shelter right now. Get ready to head into a sturdy building or your safe spot because that storm, that tornado is coming your way.
Well, it's actually twirling around the main vortex. There's several smaller vortexes spinning up right there. And it's really a very picturesque tornado. It's going across just basically some farm ground, some trees, really nothing other than maybe some farmhouses and stuff in the immediate path, Jeff. And that storm right there, the tornado now, it appears to be drifting a little bit more to the east instead of the south now. It kind of seems to change directions just a touch. Yeah,
that's what we're kind of worried about. That's why we were trying to warn everyone between Wynnewood, Joy, and Davis. So anyway, can you pan a little bit left, Bobby? And tornado on the ground right now. We have one vortex on the ground right now, one tornado, but we have, looks like multiple funnels around that. And so this could easily turn into a multi-vortex tornado. But as of right now, one tornado on the ground right now, and you have apparently multiple funnels around it. And we're about to get behind a tree line. It looks like either a house or a farmhouse or a barn or something like that. So
if I'll reposition.
Thanks, Bobby. Do what you got to do. Let me go ahead and point out here on Stormwatch Doppler 3 Millennium, the tornado is in the vicinity of Old State Highway 29, County Road 3210. That is a tornado on the ground. That is classic. East and southeast of Elmore City, so this is not becoming rain wrapped. What we saw on the radar then that was debris being kicked up by the storm. I'm not saying necessarily it was a house or a car or anything like that or farm animals. That's debris being kicked up by that tornado, and it's not rain wrapped, but out ahead of that storm, you're going to have some hail, you're going to have some big hail, you're going to have a lot of rain, lightning, and gusty winds. So that's why, if you need another good reason for Wynnewood and Joy to be inside the house, get in the middle, get underground if you can. We have Bobby on the phone. Bobby, what do you have?
Jeff, this thing is turned into a large stovepipe. This thing continues to try to drift south and east. This thing continues to strengthen and intensify ever since it went to the ground. Luckily, it's in mainly rural areas as of right now, but man, it's quite a sight. No precipitation along with it, so you're able to get a really good vantage point of what we got here.
That's really kicking up some debris right now. A lot of dust and dirt. So based on what Bobby is saying, this is out in kind of in a rural area, way out into the countryside. I shouldn't say way out, but it's out there right now. So that's most likely just dirt and dust being kicked up. Hopefully you don't really see anything else too much flying around right there. And what Bobby was mentioning also, he doesn't see any buildings or any vehicles or anything else in the path of that as of right now, but that will likely change as it heads east of Elmore City into Wynnewood and Joy. Bobby, you're on the phone.
It tends to try to weaken just a little bit and shrink in size. Then again, it's still back going again. It hadn't ever lifted from the ground. It's just shrunk in size and then gotten larger again. Like I said, this thing has no definite path to it. Tornado definitely appears to be moving almost east and a little bit north now as it's curling up and around.
So it's trying to track. So now instead of a east to southeast movement, it looks more like east to northeast?
Yeah, it's definitely pushing off to the north now.
Okay.
So that may be a sign it's trying to weaken and maybe die.
Well, that also means Wynnewood is in that warning, and I mean, they already needed to be in your safe spot, but if it tracks more east, that would put Wynnewood more directly in the path.
It sure would. So
If that thing is really, it turned to the right or left, and now it really tries to be intensifying again.
it looks like it's almost coming right at you now, Bobby.
Well, I'm in a good position to get some good video, huh?
Okay, you sure are, but you're also in a very dangerous position, but you know that.
Yeah,
So,
really, that thing's probably 3 miles away from me. I'm zoomed in pretty good now.
okay.
It's over there quite a ways.